Hello everyone and welcome. We are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and we are once again in Kerbal Space Program Hardcore Mode. This is me playing the career game with the additional difficulty of turning the science collection rate down to 30% and playing on hard mode in general. And what we got happening here today, and also with a buttload of mods, the whole list of which is down there in the description. All of which are really just quality of life mods, nothing that changes kind of, I think, that stockish experience. So what we have happening today is last stream we were working with putting together a couple of Eve probes. So we got 2 Eve missions happening. This is actually our second trip to Eve. The other one's in a previous stream in this same series. Link to the whole playlist is down there in the description. But anyway, we got 2 probes going. This one here is a relay, and the other probe is a rover. And they're both to satisfy these contracts here. Do a simple scan with a rover arm on a Basalt formation. Obviously that's going to involve getting down to the surface, and that's what the rover is for. We'll be getting that into a little bit. I have no life support mods in this. This is really, that would have been not the stock experience in my mind. So no, nothing that really changes the gameplay over much. So no life support mods. And we have this Explore Eve, which is just to enter into Eve's atmosphere. Also a job for the rover at some point. Between getting from space to the surface, it's going to obviously have to go through the atmosphere. Science data from space around Eve. This one is capable of doing that, though it's really going to be about which one gets there first. And then finally this one, which is to position a satellite in a specific orbit of Eve. Synchronous orbit of Eve, in fact. And that's what this relay is for. So after it is inserted, it will act as a relay, hopefully giving the rover a little bit of a hand. So this fella had just performed its ejection burn, and it is on its way with an intercept course to Eve somewhere. There we go, intercept course to Eve. And I still have to tweak the mid-course correction. I've not done that, so we'll do that in just a little bit. And then what we also have is this alarm coming up here for the rover ejection burn. That's also coming up. So a couple of things heading towards Eve. I think that's going to fill our time nicely. So I'm going to put my focus on Eve, and I should be able to see the orbit that I'm going for. So this is the orbit that I'm going for here, this blue one. It is going around this way. You always want to take a look at that. Make sure you don't come in on a retrograde direction. So I'm going to want, this is where we're coming in, this is where we're leaving Eve. So I want to bring this up so that we're just touching the orbit around here-ish, and hopefully this shouldn't take too much tweaking. I have to put it on this one and select the maneuver, and we're just going to do this from this mode here. So a little bit more, maybe I'll do this just with the little tools here. I'm hoping, a little more scale on that. Well, that's actually bringing down the burn, which is nice. And I'm really also hoping that this whole ejection is not going to cost me all that much. Well, that's a collision course. Now, probably the radial will be my best bet to get it to come. Again, I got to pay attention to... I know, I got to be on the other side. That way around. Right? It's spinning that way, and we're coming through that way, And it would be nice to get as much of this inclination correct just from out here, where the cost of it is relatively low, rather than making plane changes. So you can see it's a pretty high orbit about Eve. So I'm hoping that the actual plane change part of it won't be too expensive. Let's see if we can get this so see it kind of edge on. If I see that orbit edge on, and this orbit edge on, and then a little bit of radially... Nope, I'm going to have to come upwards. So we're going to have to do some kind of plane change. A little radially out. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Now I might be able to... I've not played with the timing of this a little bit. I might be able to affect kind of this incoming trajectory with the timing. Let's kind of experiment with that a little bit now. We're going to need to jack up the time jump a lot. What happens if I start just pushing this a little forward? Oh, that's making a difference, yeah. And now I've got to bring this down. I think that actually made it worse. Let's come backwards in time. Oh, I got to go back up to here, of course. Like that. Bring down the scale. I think that made it so that it's intersecting at a lesser angle, I think. I don't know. I have to see if I can convince myself of that. Do that a bit. Turn down the scale. Bring it back. It's fine to do a small plane change. Oh, I am definitely bringing down this angle between the two orbits here. Okay, let's do a little more of that. Not paying any attention to where this maneuver... I don't think I'm, relatively speaking, compared to the entire journey, I don't think I'm changing position too much. I'm not sure. Okay, let's do one more go at that. Oh, whoa, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Oh, we can get this right on. Let's keep doing this, I think. I think we can. You know what? That's good enough. Let's, oh, bring the radial in. I can see that needs to be part of it now. Oh, this way. Now back up again. Oh, I might have gone now too far. Maybe. Oh, shoot, I'm hitting the wrong one. Come on. Can't hold the mouse in one spot. It's like a classic problem with me. Radially out. Downwards. Some point you have to just say no more fussing. I think I'm getting pretty close. So I want the periapsis just to touch that orbit. Of course, we can do further tweaks once we're in the SOI. So you don't have to be super duper precise. But I think that's looking pretty good. A little radial out there. I think that's looking all right. Okay, so, and again, just to check, I am going the right way because I've done that before. We're coming in and around this way, and the orbit's going around this way, so that is all pretty good. So that burn is coming up in 49 days and 3 hours. Here, let's get rid of our contract window. That's just cluttering up our view. And in fact, let's get rid of that one HUD, because I know as soon as I do these alarms, that gets in the way. We need to create an alarm for this maneuver. Give us, in this case, like 10 minutes warning. Boom, boom, boom. This is relay correction burn. And we will add the alarm, and we will jump over to our other vessel. There we go. Yes, remember Jeb. Jeb was an early casualty in this series when I was getting way too here, let's time warp a little bit. It's only 5 hours to this burn. Okay, so this is my ugly, ugly little rover here. It's got a few stages to it. This burn will all be done on this lower stage. Easy. Then this will be left in orbit. And then this bottom part will be there to achieve the orbit. And then we will... Is that it? No, I don't... Where are all my motors? I got a motor there. I got a motor there. Yes, so that gets the orbit. Then I got a motor... That's the thing, I did this a little while ago and now I've forgotten entirely my plan. No, it's going to land with a parachute. Okay, no, so this part here is for doing the descent. We'll see how it goes. One of the things I'm a little worried with is that I pay very little attention to the amount of batteries I put on this thing. And I'm honestly a little bit worried, given that we're going to be transmitting science a long distance, that I didn't give enough. But, oh well, I'm kind of committed to this design right now. It's the problem. I did this 2 weeks ago and I'm forgetting what on earth was I thinking? Yeah, I think I tried to build some crazy Veos inspired SSTO for Jeb and it did not go well. Okay, we're about 5 minutes from the burn. This is just the alarm coming up. And we can go to another minute. Yeah, we should be getting this in the sun up. Yep. All right, let's get ready to do this one. And then this one will obviously have a correction it's going to need to do. And hopefully all will go well. Let's turn down the gimbal limit on that. I don't need all that gimbaling. And it just the way it moves around gets on my nerves with every time I do a little bit of an attitude correction. Okay, so it is a 1 minute and 39 second burn, and we're going to be going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. We're off. Off. We can do a little bit of physicsy time warping just to kind of speed this up. For those people that don't know, it's Alt and a period. And now we're starting to see some pre-alpha footage from some people with Kitten Space Agency, which is a spiritual predecessor to KSP for those people that aren't aware. One of the things it does do is it can just full time warp all the time because of the way the engine is built. That's really kind of exciting. Actually, there's a lot of exciting things about it. I just love the way that game is being built from the ground up. Okay, I'm going to take off the time warp. Just try and do this burn as precisely as I can. That's going to be about it. Okay, let's on to the normal vector for solar panel purposes, but then we'll take a look here. How is this one working for Eve? So Eve is right here. Again, I already have a rough correction set up, so all I have to do is really tweak that. And this one we're going to go for a low orbit. I'm going to go for 120 kilometers. I'm thinking that's reasonable. It's been a little while. Isn't Eve's atmosphere at 90 kilometers, I think? So to me, 120, and there's absolutely no reason it needs to be equatorial, so I think I'm just going to get what I get. And it being a rover, being on land is going to need to be part of the equation, isn't it? I'll go for rough. Might as well, no, actually, you get, if I have a little bit inclined, I get more options when it comes to potential landing sites. That's the thing I'm actually the most worried about. One of the things I'm worried about is with the mods added on, I can't see where land is or anything on Eve, so I'll have to try and figure it out. I think that's going to be pretty good. I think we'll just go with that. So it's a 346 meter per second burn coming up. Let's see, alarms. A lot less fiddling with that one. Create an alarm for the maneuver. Give me again about 10 minutes warning. And this is the rover correction burn. Add alarm. Okay, so let's see. Let's switch over to our relay. I don't think it has crossed Kerbin's SOI just yet. Let's put this into orbit view. I always like to be with the vessels when they cross the SOI. I always get worried about funky things happening. And I don't know, we'll see. I don't know what science I'm going to get once I cross through the SOI on this one. Oh, the relay correction burn is before the other one. I just noticed that. I have them in the... Yep, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my gosh, it launched first. This is the relay, silly. Okay. Let's see if we got any science to do. It's always the Navball change that gives away when you actually cross the SOI. Are we crossed yet? We must have crossed. We've crossed. And there's no science. I've already been out here with a magnetometer, so that's kind of stinky. Okay, so we're not going to get any science. Let's just check on our Eve. Again, I'm paranoid. Just going to check that my Eve encounter isn't changed because of that SOI change. So we'll switch to here. That all looked good. That all looks the same as it was. Yep. Okay. So let's switch then back to our rover. Do the same thing. This one's bringing up the rear. Bringing up the rear, as it were. Again, I don't think there's going to be any science for it to do. Hello, Stephen. We have two vessels, two probes on their way to Eve. One is a relay and one is a rover. So this is going to be, for this series, my first attempt at putting something down onto the surface of Eve. Okay, we are now again across the SOI. There is nothing to do. I mean, there's nothing to transmit, and this thing's not coming back. Again, very quick check, just to make sure that the Eve encounter didn't change. Probably is fine, but it doesn't hurt to check. I was looking at 120 kilometers here. Yep, that's still all good. Okay, and we will switch and do this this correction. Now we are going to be losing this intermittent stage here partway through this burn. I am 100% on board with that. That does not bother me. I don't like leaving debris in low orbit about Kerbin, but I kind of loved leaving debris everywhere else. Oh, I'm always paranoid in this game. Doesn't take a reminder of Jeb to get me to that point. Okay, delete and close. Don't... I mean, this is not time critical, but why don't we get to it anyway? And again, I'm going to watch the burn from Eve's perspective here. We also, last time, made a collision with Gilly. Didn't really accomplish much with it, but it was kind of fun. Okay, I think it's mostly normal the other direction. There we go. And I can tell there's a little bit of radial with it. And I'm going to have to watch it from here because I'm going to have to do some staging. And I might as well just punch it. There's no reason to wait for it to get to 0. Go, got a big spark. I love that orange flame. That looks great. And then I think we're just switching to a couple of those spider engines. There we go. Not a lot of thrust on those guys. Oh, we are very herky-jerky with reaction wheels are very powerful for this thing. Do I have that? Yeah. I might be turning down those reaction wheels in a little bit. Again, watching this from E's perspective. Here it comes. Let's put it back on the maneuver node here. It wants to move around on. Stop moving. Stop moving. There we go. Oh, I'm still burning. That's why it did that. I did not quite turn off the motor. Oops. Let's see if we can fix this just a little bit. Lovely. Lovely. Still got 664 meters per second. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. I'm just going to do a quick little trial here, but oh yeah, it's going to be enough. We can worry about this later. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Let's reorient this onto the normal vector. I'm going to be turning down those reaction wheels. That is a little bit. Where are they hiding on me? That's them there, is it not? Keep clicking on the antenna. Stop clicking on the antenna. The antenna's in the way of everything. There we go. Let's turn that wheel authority down a little bit. That's more reasonable. Even that's pretty strong. You can also turn down the gimbling on these guys because I don't like. It is what it is. Okay, let's turn down the gimbling on these guys because that annoys me too. Doesn't take much to annoy me. Oh, that one went down automatically. Seems sometimes the symmetry is good and sometimes the symmetry isn't. Okay, we're fine. We'll go with this. Okay, and then we got to set up another maneuver to create an alarm. Come on. Why am I having trouble? There we go. This is going to be for the SOI change. Now, the one thing that I find these SOI change ones can get flaky because sometimes that SOI will disappear on you, that SOI change, when you're time warping, especially when going interplanetary, and then this actual alarm will change. It's tied to the SOI, so when you start time warping, it'll change. I've time warped right past things. So what I'm going to do instead of actually using this time here is I'm going to note when we are going, we're in 100 111 days and 2 hours, and I'm instead going to do a manual alarm. Can I not? Yeah, there it is. 111 days and 2 hours. So 111 days and 2 hours, because I trust that more than I trust that. And that is going to be the relay SOI change. Because this won't change even if the maneuver changes. And I'll see what I mean. Let's see if that, like, I'll show you what I mean. It may or may not do it, but if we time warp out, go to here, and time warp, see how it changes? Or see how the encounter just disappeared on me? And if that would actually have affected the actual alarm. It's really annoying. So use manual alarms instead of... I hope that makes sense. Okay, this one is coming in 11 days. I got it a 29-second burn. There will be a staging event. I can see that. I'm going to turn down the thrust a little bit on this. Just to make the burn a little longer. Okay. All right, let's get to it. Keep an eye on electricity too. I only have these solar panels on the rover. I think. Yeah, I do. Maybe not a best design in the world, but it's what I did. Yeah, X is your best friend for killing the throttle. I agree. I don't know why I just throttled down. That was just dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Delete and close. Again. Get ourselves to within a minute. And I can see this is, once again, mostly anti-radial, anti-normal, sorry. And I'll watch it from here again because I do have to do the staging event, but I should set it up so I'm ready to take a look at what's going on at Eve. Where's Eve? There's Eve. Focus view on Eve. And there's no reason to let this time go to 0, so we'll just punch it here. Stage looks like, what's that? Like what's that? Oop, I'm gonna turn down this throttle limiter. A little. Oh, it is a Terrier engine there on the bottom. This is a heavy little probe. And then we'll watch it from Eve's perspective. See it coming in, and again, I'm going for 120. Not quite sure why. I'm assuming that's going to fix itself. How is that so different from the predicted? Let's keep going. Is it coming back out? It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. Right? There it comes. That was a little weird, I think. Oh, went a little too far, but you know what? We'll correct that when we're there. Or maybe we'll come from 125. It really doesn't matter. Okay, let's orient this again the other way. So I do have another motor. Sorry, there's another motor right here. I don't remember. So there's a spark engine hidden in here. And it's that spark engine that's going to do the final descent burn. So this piece, the idea is to park itself in low orbit. And then the descent's going to be done. Oh, we'll see how it all goes. I don't know. I can't promise anything. Nope. Let's get the solar panels kind of pointing in the right direction. Again, I'll show you what I mean with the SOI change. See if I can get it to do the goofy thing. So if I do the SOI change and just say, yeah, I'm going to do this. And so we'll add this alarm. And let's keep that window open. Go back to our probe. And let's see if that encounter disappears again when I time warp. So if I time warp, yeah. But I'll show you, and you can see exactly what I mean. So here's the encounter. And this SOI change is happening in 100 days. And then if I time warp just a little bit, that encounter disappears, and notice the alarm changes. Now it's 339 days, which is clearly wrong. And I've made mistakes because of that. So be careful of that. So we're going to delete that. Going to create another alarm. We're going to look at the SOI change again. It is in wait a minute. Here, 100. Yeah, 100 days and 2 hours. So instead, we're going to do a raw alarm. 100 days and 2 hours. And this is the Rover SOI change. All right, and the relay again is getting there first, so we're going to switch that. Oh, shoot, I forgot to... Okay, I can edit this. Can I switch to it from here? You're a pain. I forgot there's a little toggle. There's a little toggle somewhere for making it... Oh, here. No. Okay, never mind. I somehow messed it up so I can't just switch to it. So we'll have to do this way. That's okay. I'm not going to use the Insta air brake thing that's being suggested with Eve. It might work, it might not work, but Eve's atmosphere can be awful violent, and I don't want to take the risk of... I don't have the ability to revert or anything like that, so I do not want to take the risk of the heating getting out of control and just dropping straight into Eve's atmosphere. I think that might go badly. All right. So here we go. We have 2 vessels on their way to Eve. Let's do some more time warping here. The alarm should stop me just a little bit before. So we're coming, even though it's not showing the encounter. No, when it comes to Eve, I prefer to actually get that orbit and then go down, because things can blow up easy. Okay, just waiting for the alarm to stop the time warping. Find out just how far away we are. Yep. Okay, still got 27 minutes, so let's get the... Oh, see what I mean? Let's just warp to here. Do it that way. Oh, we're gonna get the other alarm going first. Okay, that's just the other alarm. Where is the... Can I see the rover? Rover. Why can't I see it? Oh, there it is. Warp to here. But I hate that you time warp and it disappears. That just drives me crazy. Alright. Where is Eve in all of this mix? There you are. There's Eve. Okay. So let's focus this on Eve and see if we need to do any kind of tweaking or anything like that. And our target is to match this orbit, so I can think I should come in just a little bit radially in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to really turn down these throttle limiters on these engines. Let's turn them down to like 10%. Did this one go down to 10% with it? It did not. And we're going to try a little bit of radially in. And I just want to bring that periapsis just a little closer to that target orbit. Though probably it's close enough as it is, but... just like so. And do I need to go north or south? A little bit anti-normal. Lovely. Okay. And we're going to try and do all this in one burn to get this target orbit here. Also, probably have some science we can do. Now, I'm thinking about it. Now that we're in Eve's SOI, we'll see. Like I said, I've been in Eve's SOI before. So, where are those contracts, by the way? There we are. We are to get into a specific orbit. There is a mention of the argument of the periapsis, so that does mean I need to get the periapsis to here, and that obviously is going to put the apoapsis to there, and you do that with a radial component. I need to pull radially out to get those things moving around the way I need them. And there's probably a bit of a normal component I got to add in. There is. So a little bit of this. A little bit of retrograde. I can see my semi-major axis is a little too high. Well, that's pretty freaking close. To be honest, if you just get it so that you eyeball it all, you're going to be fine. Though I can't help it. I can't help but get like really finicky with all this stuff. I probably shouldn't. So what do we got? We got about a 560 meter per second burn. I still have 650 meters per second in the vehicle. So all of that planning worked out well. So I'm happy with that. But I think I gotta stop playing. That's good. Okay, so we got that maneuver coming up in 4 days. So let's just hide that. Again, set up an alarm. I could get the Kerbal alarm clock alarm, which is a better alarm clock than this alarm clock. It does the same things, it just does most of it better. Even though it's designed by the same person, it's like he just, you know, I don't know, maybe working under the constraints of ended up. So this is the relay capture. Maybe the constraints of working under squad did some, I don't know, or private division. But okay, we got that relay capture coming up. I think all that is fine. Do I have science I can do? I don't. Well, I can do the contract because I can extend that magnetic boom and we can transmit 0 science. Electricity's doing fine. That's good. I was a little worried about the electricity. And that's the science data from Space Around Eve contract done. Okay, so that is good. Okay, let's get to our rover. Where are you, rover? There's my rover. Switch to. Okay, are we, which SOI? Oh, this guy is now in the SOI in question. So I think I will bring this down So a little bit of radially in, I think, is all I really need to do. If I can actually focus on Eve, that'd be great. Okay, fine. It's not going to let me focus on Eve. Whatever. What is the throttle limiter here at? Because this is going to be itsy bitsy teensy weensy. Oh, it's still already pretty low. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that should do it. So I just want to get that down to 120. Good enough. Okay, and then we'll put... Come on, are you not going to let me actually click on Eve here? There we go. We'll get ourselves a low capture here. And actually, take some note as to how much more this burn's going to be than the previous one, because we're capturing in low orbit about Eve. You can technically do aero capture. There's no technically about it, but I think you have to design your vehicle to be able to withstand Eve's atmosphere, and that was not done in this case. So I'm not going to do any aero capturing, and I don't know how far I can go into the atmosphere before things start getting really messy. So I'm just not going to find out. That's all. Okay, just the timing just a little bit, because I can see my periapsis is, whoa, just 1 second made that big of a difference. Oh, I must have been pretty close to it then. Okay. I'm fine. Right there. Right there. Okay. So this is a 1,362 meter per second burn. I think the other one was like 500 and something. Like, huge difference. And it's because we're accelerating towards Eve this whole fall, while the other guys are not getting that close to Eve, so it just won't be moving as fast. Alarm clock. Green alarm. For this maneuver, give me a few minutes warning. This is the rover capture. And there's no staging, right? This, I got enough. Oh no, I got enough fuel. So my budgeting was good. Boom. And I just realized as well what I should be doing is jacking up the thrust limiter. I don't think I did that on the other one. Oh, the rover capture is coming first before the relay capture. Okay. That's cool. Yep. I just want to make sure of that, but yeah, this one's coming first. Okay. Turn this for the solar panels. Get a good look at Eve. Where's Eve? There you go. Okay, let's start falling towards Eve. So here we go. Here we come, Eve. Here we come, Eve. I'm a little surprised this one is the one to come first. And hopefully, I didn't even look at what my communication lines are like. I'm hoping that that's not going to be an issue. Let's put this on. That's good. Delete and close. We got 2 minutes still to go. Retrograde. What are my communication lines like? Oh, we're fine. Kerbin's like that. Oh, I'm catching. Oh, look at the relay doing its work. Oh, isn't that sweet? I could have ended up in Kerbin's communication shadow, or Eve's communication shadow, but look at that relay. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. So, boom, boom, boom. And that is at full throttle. It is. Get your fingers in the right spots. Put the view back on free. There. Then I don't get funny camera change. Look at that ominous green glow on the horizon. And I just want to, again, this might be my first time in low space around Eve. I should check. Where's the science thing? Still no science. Oh my gosh. That is... I can't remember what I did before. I guess I must have came into low space. Looks like the sun might be coming up soon. I do have some lights on this, don't I? Just got the headlights from the rover. All right, getting ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So this is a 2-minute burn. Yep. Again, we can do a little bit of physics warping. Just a little bit. There comes our sun. A little more physics warping. We have a capture. Adjust this, put this back on the maneuver node a little. Okay, slow this down. Doesn't have to be a circle, obviously, but it's nice to get a circle. Okay, that's pretty good. Close that. Again, that goes there. And I'm not going to actually drop this rover until... You know, we got that relay in place and stuff. And again, big thing is going to be a lot of Eve's surface is covered with, I guess it's not water, whatever liquid it's supposed to be. So, switch to. So a lot of this is going to be making sure we can put that rover down on the land. We'll do our best. Okay, I do not think these are set to full. They are not. One minute and 33-second burn. Again, both of those are 100. Yes, okay. And this is going to be, again, for a contract. Let's open up the contracts for this one. We have the alarm going off. Yeah, we can take a look at communication. Shouldn't be a problem this far from Eve. No, Eve's not going to block us. All right, and basically I'm just going to burn this until I see this contract parameter here go green. And then I'm going to call it. And that'll be contract number 2. So I put the magnetometer on this for absolute... Oh no, I think it might have needed it. Oh, it needed an accelerometer and a magnet. So it did need the science that's on it. That was part of the contract requirements. Okie dokie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Hello, Oliver. Glad you can make it. We are just inserting this relay in about Eve. 1, to satisfy this contract, but number 2 is also to support a rover that is down there on the surface. Nah. We'll stay away from the physics warp. We'll just do it. I don't know if you can hear that, but I have a cat who wants to get in here, wants my attention, and is messing up the screen. But I'm going to ignore him, and I hope you can too. He knows I'm in here. There we go. Okay, almost there. So I'm going to hang on that X button so I don't just... Cats always improve streams until they like turn off computers and things like that, which I have one that is particularly adept. Oh, that's it. That's it. Contract parameter going green. Doesn't matter that the burn isn't quite done. Just got to hang around for 10 seconds. And that should be it. Boom, done. Okay, that is contract number 2. So 2 down, 2 to go. I actually should be clearing off these. So that one there got me some cash, some science for the science around Eve. This one here. Okay. And we'll reorient that. All we got left... That looks terrible. There. All we got left is that rover, so... Let's go find our rover. Switch to. Now, this here is a direct antenna, is it not? The HG-55? I believe it is. Still 452... I don't know what I was thinking. Like, the idea was that this was going to stay in orbit and support this, but I don't think this is a relay. Is it? I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure I did anything. I don't know. But anyway, what we have to do is put this down to the... I think I'm going to stick with my original plan. Detach this guy. There's a heat shield here. Little motor somewhere tucked in here. Gosh, I hope so. Where is that motor? Oh, it's under here. Okay. But I need to make sure I land on the land. I also would like to land in the daylight. And I want to be above this relay. So I got a few constraints here on me. I can, if I go Alt F12 and get into the breaking ground. No. That's not what I want. I want cheats. I want cheats, right? And make biomes visible. So we're going to, come on. Thinking about it. There we go. Make some biome. Unfortunately, I can't see anything on the day side. Oh, I can sort of see. Maybe I can convince myself there's some features. I'm just paranoid about landing in the sea. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come around on the light side, and what I'm gonna do, I can't see this anyway, and I don't want to land on there. I'm gonna watch science, the X-Science window here. It says now I'm over lowlands, and I want to see, just get approximate idea of where. See, the sea would be bad. Highlands would be fine. Western Sea bad. Now I'm picking up that relay. Highlands, peaks, foothills, Highlands, peaks, shallows is bad. Explodium Sea is bad. Midlands, Explodium Sea. Highlands, Midlands, okay, that Explodium Sea. Okay, so where? I'm thinking around here-ish. Now, unfortunately, I didn't test this descent or anything, so this is going to be, I'm going to do this once. I'm going to hope for the best. Do I have Trajectories mod? I do have the Trajectories mod. Okay. And let's just simply turn on Trajectories. That should be all. I'm not aiming for anything. Descent is going to be in a retrograde direction. Okay. What I'm thinking. Yeah, I know. I was thinking, I didn't want to get into the mapping mod. ScanSat would obviously solve all of these problems, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have to go for it. I just didn't want to get into, I don't know, for some reason at the beginning of this, I said I'm going to just do this stockish. So I didn't want to get into mods that provided additional parts and ScanSat and additional functionality. So ScanSat obviously does that. I'm going to try. I think there's land. Where's my relay? Shoot, I should. Yes, relay's above me. That is good. I think there's land around here-ish. So I'm going to try and see how this goes. Oh, wait a second. This thing doesn't even have solar panels on it. Nope. I don't know what I was thinking with this vessel. Nope. We're just gonna... I'm not going... There's another vessel. Nah, I'm just being dumb. So what I'm gonna do is just start burning and see what Trajectories has to say about this. I got a lot of fuel. I might even have the ability to bail at some point. Okay, here we go. So I'm thinking... See how I'm getting an X? I'm thinking if I put the X around here-ish... I'm hoping that's solid ground. And if it isn't, then I'm going to be trouble. I'm going to be in trouble. Yeah, I can't see what's what. All right, so I am going to... Yeah, I tried the simulation mode last week, and simulation mode said no. So I'm going to stage cautiously, right? I still got another motor with 100 meters per second in here. Simulation mode didn't like the fact that I'd never been in Eve's atmosphere before. So maybe yeah. I think if I went into Eve's atmosphere once, I think it would have let me simulate. Okay, what do I got for world first here? You've entered into a suborbital trajectory about Eve. I have. So I got another little motor here. Little spark engine that I can do some fine tweaking. And then under that is a heat shield. Now, for this Explore Eve, it just says enter the atmosphere. It doesn't say anything else. So that's going to happen. That should be good. The only antenna on this thing, by the way, is a Communitron S antenna that I hid somewhere. There it is. So it's just that little guy, but that's why the relay is necessary. This thing cannot communicate back to Kerbal on its own, so it's completely dependent on that relay up there. But we're about to enter into the atmosphere. I'm debating... Oh, the curb net. Yeah, you got to get... that's true, but I just don't have those parts yet. I'm debating, should I lose this motor? I think I should lose this motor. I think I should. I think I should just do it. I never end up using this motor, but yeah, let's just do it. There, and then back on retrograde. I just didn't want, I was worried about exploding. I was worried about things exploding. Now I have no more control other than deploying the parachute. Okay, we're about to enter the atmosphere. I'm not even 100% sure how the curb net works. I've even done videos on it, but you have to get, no, I don't have the parts. Don't you have to get those like dishes and crap before you can start using the curb net? I don't know. Okay, we're in the atmosphere. That contract is now done. I do have some stuff I can transmit. Let's keep an eye on electricity. That's okay. All right, pressure scan in the upper atmosphere. Like that, like that. Science from Eve. Science from Eve. That's awesome. Okay, okay. We're getting a little bit of redness happening now. We are over the Eve's lowlands. As long as I don't end up going over the sea, I see a lot of very scary looking clouds coming up. A lot of very looking scary clouds. This ride will be over soon, one way or the other. I never tested this parachute in Eve either. So I didn't change. They're all on the default settings. So I think I'm just going to wait for this thing to naturally slow down before I even just attempt to deploy the parachute. Okay, we got nice sparklies coming. Put this on surface. Oh, nearly any probe can scan the topography. Because I've always used ScanSat, which is funny, I'm not using it now, but I tend to use ScanSat in my regular game. I'm just more familiar with that. Anyway, I am being told I'm over Highlands, so from just the X Science mod, so that's something. That's something. We've gotten 3 out of 4 contracts so far. Okay, okay, we are slowing down, and we are still intact, so that is good. That is good, and we are still over Highlands, and we'll probably start dropping pretty soon. I don't know, I'm feeling alright. Look how slow we're going. I should be able to deploy this parachute, right? Just deploy it. Okay, it's armed. Probably just needs to get down to a minimum distance, but I mean... Eve's atmosphere is so freaking thick that this, this disc here, there we go, is slowing it down just enough, just all on its own. Which honestly I don't think is that... Oh, I'm feeling good. Still over Eve Highlands. Starting to see some geography under here. I don't think that's too unrealistic when compared to Venus's atmosphere. And the Wiener probes that went through. My understanding is, as they were falling through the atmosphere, they kind of went back and forth like you would, like if you dropped a flat pebble in water, you know how it kind of spirals down? Sort of did the same thing as that, because the atmosphere is just so thick. Yeah, ScanSat's definitely better. I don't know. You know what? Well, no. Well, yeah, I'm going to put it in the comments. Maybe I'll do a little comment, or maybe I'll do a YouTube poll and ask, should I install ScanSat? How many people got? No, you know what I'm going to do while this thing is falling? I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do a poll right now. Can I do that? That's going to be the question. That's always the standard thing, is like, can I... Here we go. Start a poll. Should I install ScanSat for the next stream? There we go. You guys are going to decide. I'm going to stop, you know, I'm going to remove all agency here. You guys decide. Should I be installing scan? Obviously, it's not going to help me now, but to be honest, I think I'm feeling pretty good because we are still over the highlands and we are falling so slowly. Let's do a little bit of atmospheric. Oh, we are flying low. That is more science. There we go. Temperature scan. Man, I was worried about my batteries for no reason at all. There's clearly more than enough batteries for transmitting. There we go. More science to be transmitted. What's my science up to? 151 science. And I still got a very good... Oh, I can turn off trajectories. Don't need that. Relay is in a very good position. Time warp. Let's get through the clouds and see where we're going. I don't even think I need SAS anymore. There we go. There's our purple ground below us. I see a coastline. I wasn't too far. I wasn't too far from getting myself into trouble. I'm pretty sure I see a coastline over this way. Oh, here. Engineer. Oh, and that's the other. Okay, I got some funky things happening, I think. First of all, I want to turn off, hide that impact marker. Also, Alt F12, turn off the biome visible thing. I never ended up really using that. Oh, I thought that's what all these little highlights were, but they're clearly something else. What am I getting myself into here? We got to find a Basalt formation. But is that what I'm looking at? All of these? If it is, I'm not going to have too much trouble finding one. Okay, 2.5 kilometers off the surface. And falling. Take off the time warp now. Gonna lose the heat shield in just a little bit once the parachute fully deploys. There it goes. Okay, and stage. There we go. Now it's just getting this down. I should put the brakes on so I don't end up rolling anywhere. Is it just hitting the surface? Those are oh wait, they're little blobby blobs in the atmosphere. Oh my gosh. I've never been in... This is BlackRack's volumetric clouds mod, but we got these jelly blobby things. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Those are cool. Those are really neat. I thought they were on the surface, but they are not. I don't think we're looking at any kind of a life form. I think it's just kind of what it is. We do have to find Basalt. Those are weird. Some of them are on the surface. This guy's blobbing away on the surface. Might go investigate them. I think it is anyway. Oh, maybe they're coming off the surface. They are. They're like some sort of gaseous expulsion from the surface. Oh, they are weird. Okay, those are plants. So I guess they've made the decision that there is life on Eve. We have plant material down here. And we are touched. Okay, we are here. I'm going to turn on these reaction wheels and we're going to put this on SAS only. And we are going to drive. I'm actually in a blob. Take the brakes off and I should be able to drive. There we go. No problems. Okay, and we're driving through our alien foliage. I would think any of that would be far, far more interesting scientifically than a basalt formation, but we are going to look for a basalt formation. So I'm assuming I can just drive through these. Yep. Alright, we got to find a basalt formation. So let's... Oh wait, we got science we can do. We got science we can do. Oh my gosh, temperature scan. Transmit that. Atmospheric scan. And we have the seismic accelerometer aboard. Seismic scan. 48 science. Alright. Okay, and while that's all happening, I think I am now officially done for the science. We have to find... Oh, if I scroll up too high, I end up in the clouds. It's still transmitting, right? There it is. Okay, we're done with that. Alright, basalt formation. In all of this clutter, I have no hope, I think, of finding a basalt formation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I am going to open up, you've seen me use this before, and go to the Breaking Ground DLC, look at surface features, and turn on the surface feature finder. That puts these little red arrows, which you can see here, and that should give that. It doesn't tell you what it is, but it tells you there's something there. So let's head out. Gotta be a little careful with my electricity. I used up quite a bit of electricity just now. Why is it... Oh, I got my brakes on. I'm fighting my own brakes, for goodness sakes. Driving through the Eve's jungle. Okay, I am super pleased. I was actually really worried about this, but this came out very well. I do like all these blobs. I'm still not sure about the plants. I'm not sure about the plants. I also have Parallax installed. Maybe the Parallax is installing the plants. Oh, switch the control direction. For goodness sakes, what's the matter with me? What am I doing? It's amazing I'm doing this as well as I am. Where are we? Where are we? Oh no, I have to go to the probe body. Here, put the brakes on. Driving blind. Where? Switch the control direction. Where is the probe body in all of this? There it is. That's silly. Control point is forward. That was silly. I changed the mode of the SAS, which makes it so that when you push W, it doesn't try and pitch forward, and when you push A and D, it doesn't try and, yaw the crash. It just operates the wheels as it's supposed to. Okay, I see an arrow over here. Is said arrow right in the middle of a bubble? Sure looks like it's in the middle of a bubble. Brakes, 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 brakes. Like seriously, there was no way I was gonna find this. Well, I don't even know what I'm looking for. We are inside the bubble. There's supposed to be something here for me to scan. Like I am right under this arrow, aren't I? Oh no, it's not right under. Okay, it's more this way. Does anybody see anything? I'm certainly not seeing anything. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not seeing anything, so I'm going to get out of this zone. See if I can... Let's find another arrow. Let's head to the next one. Do you think you will try out the Promised Worlds mod that just came out? I'm not aware of the Promised Worlds mod. So, John, I don't know what each thing is, but I can go look it up, that's for sure. So I can't make a comment on it because I'm not even sure. I'm usually not much into planetary packs, I gotta be honest. Usually have more enough fun. I've done not even near enough just to explore the Kerbal system, like Kerbal system. Because I spend 99% of my time hacking around Kerbal and the Moon and Minmus. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There's a rock of some kind here. Is that just a rock or is that something? Is that something? Is that a basalt formation? Oh my gosh, I'm driving backwards and I can't do it. Got a lot of torque on this. Scan distance is 2 meters, no target within range. I don't think this is what I'm looking for. No, I'm actually going. So this is some sort of texture thing. Okay, forget it. Forget it. My electricity is running very low. I'm gonna have to do some sort of recharge. Okay, I think... Oh, I think I might see something. I think I might see something. This little green. That looks like what I'm looking for, doesn't it? I crashed right into it. It is solid. Oh my god, there's way too much torque on these wheels. I gotta... Now, when I'm just sitting here, let's turn the lights off because I think I'm actually... I am charging when I'm sitting here. Is this what I'm looking for? Scan basalt formation. Basalt formation is what was that? Too far below the base plate, cannot reach. Okay, so I think I need to come forward a bit, I'm assuming. Like there's a right distance you have to be. There it goes. Oh, arm hit the object, aborting scan, so probably still too close. Jeepers creepers. I'm wondering if I got the game sounds turned really low, because I can barely hear this thing working. Alright, I think I'm doing the scan now. And sucking up all my electricity. Okay. That's good. I'm just going to keep it. And I need to charge. Now, where... Stop! Ah! There, keep the brakes on. Where is the sun in all of this? Is that the sun over here? That has 0 exposure. Okay, let's see if I can get the exposure on these panels a little better. That's better. Oh, 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 oh. Blocked by the scanning arm. Okay. Okay, so I got some good exposure. I need to charge up before I do some transmitting. Still haven't gotten the contract because I haven't transmitted it yet. But my batteries are really, really low. What do I got for contract? Talk about coming in hot. We are receiving atmospheric telemetry now. We have taken our first steps towards exploring Eve. Let's keep going and see where this takes us. So that was part of the Explore Eve. I've entered into atmospheric flight above the Eve. And I've landed on the surface of Eve for milestones. What am I at as far as science? 215 science. Okay, let's time warp and recharge. I don't know why my gear's on. Charge up the batteries, and then we're going. Now, I do want to make sure I don't lose my relay and all this. No, the relay's fine. It's moving very slowly. And we have full batteries right there, and so now I should be able to just select this and review the report and transmit 33%, which is exactly what is required for this. And blam, there we go. That is the last contract. That has been met. We did that. Oh, right, 4 for 4. 100% successful. Excellent. Let's head back to the Space Center. Wow. I honestly thought something was going to go wrong, but nope. All right, so let's see. I do have some other contracts, but let's go see what. So what are my active ones now? I got to bring a newly discovered Class A asteroid. These are on the horizon. Conduct seismic surveys of Minmus. Okay, in sector yabba yabba yabba. Bring newly discovered C-class asteroid in orbit around Kerbal. Rescue Hillbass. Hillbass's scrap from orbit of Minmus and recover module yada 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 from the surface of the moon. Okay, what other contracts do we have that can work in nice conjunction with those? Oh, I do have another Explore Eve. Splash down and then return. See, this is where the game, and it must be really frustrating for new players because these come at you in 2 stars, return from the surface of Eve. That's tough. It's the hardest surface to return back from. Yet it throws it at you in the middle of everything else. Like, yeah, and I'd rather, okay, Eve, good. How about Duna? Why don't we start heading towards Duna? Why don't we do some stuff around Eve or around Gilly? No. All right, we got another recover. Atmospheric surveys. That would have been nice to have just before. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the moon and Minmus because I got some Kerbals in orbit around both of those bodies. I can do seismic scans of the moon. I can attach a part to a side. No, I don't want to do that. And then more asteroids. I like recovering asteroids. They're fun. I don't think I'm going to do these rescues, and that's not bad. So let's go see. I got an A, a B, and a C. Are there any A, B, and C asteroids in the vicinity for me to take a look at? So we're going to take a look at all of these question marks. That is an E class. That's an E class. That's an E class. That's an E class, that's a D class, that's an F class. These are huge ones, E class, and that's a D. So nothing in the ballpark. And it's well, I guess maybe they're easier to detect. I don't know, I'm wondering if I should be putting out like that Sentinel telescope. I think that starts finding more. But anyway, no suitable asteroids for those contracts. The other thing I want to do is check out my moon station right here. Because I've had some scientists doing some work on this station. They might have a science lab that I've been deliberately ignoring because I know if I get really good at keep feeding the science lab, doing an interplanetary mission like the one I just did with all the time warping that's involved, I could have gotten like so much science. I just didn't want to blow the doors off the tech tree just yet. But I do have 500 science. It's full. Of course it's full. These guys have been working for months and months and months getting science. Okay, so we are going to transmit science. And then we're going to go see what kind of stuff we can find on the tech tree. And then, well, let's see what else we can do. Cool. Did I say transmit? I did, didn't I? It's taking a long time to upload this data. Thankfully, I got lots of solar generation on this thing. These guys have been here forever. These guys have been here forever. I wouldn't have gotten away with it if I had life support mods, that's for sure. Promised Worlds adds interstellar travel to KSB1, aiming to give the promised worlds that were supposed to be in KSB2. Ah! Sorry, not sure if you saw my other comment without a tag. Yeah, the tags really do help me, John. Mostly because I'm really bad at here. Let's time warp away this science transmitting. I'm just really bad at missing stuff in the chat, especially if I get like really involved in doing other things and driving rovers around and all that kind of stuff. Okay, there we go. So we now have a ton more science. So we are now at 751 science. So back to the Space Center we're going to go. We're going to see what we can unlock on the tech tree. What can we unlock? To build a prop plane and do the Explorer Eve. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Here, science. All right, I got 750. 751. So these are 160 each. These guys are 300. Oh, but I can't get there. Oh, yes, I can. And this is beyond. So, well, I can get into nuclear engines. Let's take a look at what we got. I got bigger fuel tanks. I could start getting into planes. What do we got here? I don't think you get into... Yeah, here we go. This gets into... I already have a rocket space plane. I don't think I need to worry about that. Been sort of avoiding the plane stuff. Oh, finally the Mark 1-3 command pod and the cupola module and lander cans and service bays and the MIM. I do like the MIM. There's the atmospheric survey. There's the Sentinel infrared. Why don't we start with that? Start with that right away. I gotta be a little careful. I'm gonna be gobbling this up in no time. Those are big. I don't need the big solar panels, big batteries. I do like these circle ones though, and the Gigantors. Bigger rover wheels, the command seat. Those certainly are nice. Lots. Oh, the inline clampetron. I do like that. Lots of construction parts, tubes, big fairings. Oh, the shielded docking port. I like that too. Quad coupler, inflatable airlock, modular girder, and then more tanks. I'm thinking I might... Let's go towards the nuclear part. I won't have enough for the nuclear engines if I go that way. Because just this, and then I won't be able to, but I think it's a nice direction to kind of work towards. So I am going to get the, I do love these slanty big tanks. when you have big rockets. They're fun to work with. Now, I can't afford that. I'm just a little bit shy, but why don't we get one more in this vicinity? Oh, why? Yes, mark this one. The meme and the mem and stuff. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right. Let's take a look at contracts here, and let's do something. Let's do something on the contract front. So I got tons and tons of them. So we won't be doing any asteroids just yet, but I can certainly do something. Recover the scrap. I'm going to need the grabber, which I do have. I think that's why I grabbed those. Science from the surface of the moon. That's pretty easy. Conduct seismic scan surveys of the moon near yada yada yada. That can be done at these two can be done at the same time. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we do another moon landing? Let's do that. I got the personnel. We can do it. And then maybe do some stuff with the grabber come next time. Prop planes and helicopters, are they usable? If they're electric powered, they are. If you power them by the sun. I find personally, I mean, the mechanics of the prop planes in the stock game to be just far too fiddly. I'm just not a fan. I mean, I've done it, and I built a helicopter, but I find it all just way too fiddly. If I'm going to build a prop plane, I want to get a mod like the airplane mods. I can't remember what they are. We can just slap on a prop engine and go. Okay, we are going to go down to the surface, and we are doing this one. Conduct surveys at sector RL6C. So RL6C, what is this? Oh, that's that thing I'm supposed to recover. Where is RX? Oh, there it is, down here. Oh, is there more than one? Oh, there's an alpha, beta, and a gamma. Oh, this is going to require a rover. Then that's maybe what I should do. I mean, I put rovers down, but I've not put... Let's take some crew and go down. I'm assuming, I haven't been here for a long time, but I'm assuming my lander is fully fueled and all this. It is. Do I still have lots? I've got lots of liquid fuel. Not a lot of oxidizer left. Let's go do this moon landing anyway. I'm not sure I can get the whole alpha, beta, gamma thing. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm going to have to go around for a while in order to get this on the day side again. I'm not sure if I can do the 3 waypoints, the alpha, beta, and the gamma. That's the thing, but I think I'm going to go for it. Should be on this orbit, the next one. I think I'm going to go for this one. Okay. So let's detach. Oh, I guess I got to put some Kerbals in here. Who do we got? We got pilot. I'm going to take an engineer along. Don't know where you are, Fuzzy One. Are they in here? Nope. Don't know where I've stowed people. Oh, there's another one here. There he is. So I'm going to transfer in Fuzzy One. I think I can only put 2 in there. And then a random scientist out of here. So transfer who's ever first. Transfer crew. Limit. In you go. Okay, we're going to undock. CS on. I believe there are probably some reaction wheels in here. I should turn it on. Yep. Back away. I'm assuming we're all full of fuels. We are. Okay. All right, and we are going for right here. So I'm going to open up Waypoint Manager. And I guess I'll just select one of these at random. This might not be a smart thing, but it's what I'm doing. I'm just going to go do a descent. Oh, I have no lock to RCS. This is old probe bodies. No lock to prograde, no lock to retrograde, none of that stuff. Boy, the only reaction wheels I have in here are those. Oh wait, there's some in the probe body, aren't there? Toggle torque? No, now they're off. Okay, now they're on. Okay. Oh, maybe activating the engine be a good idea. Oh, it's already active. Okay. It's been active this whole time. Ooh, this is an awkward lander, that's for sure. Maybe that'd be a design. A thing to think about is a new lander. This is a very old lander. And I clearly need to come a lot more. Which way am I going? Normal direction. Positive normal direction. That's anti-normal. Need to bring the trajectory over this way. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring some new equipment to the moon. I agree completely, Oliver. I think that is in order. I'm just looking kind of at the time of the stream, and I was thinking, what is something I can do that requires a minimum of energy on my part that I can at least semi-accomplish before this is all said and done. And getting down to the surface of the moon when I already have the lander here, that seemed like a good alternative. Okay, we're gonna put this on free, we're gonna put this on surface, we're gonna put this on terrain, we're gonna put this onto the retrograde vector, extend our landing gear. I'm gonna roll this to the blue is up. Now we're landing in a biome and I have absolutely no idea whether I've landed in this biome before or not. We'll find out. Whoops, wrong button. That one. Oh, a new probe core. I want to send a whole new lander, honestly. But yeah, I could definitely send a whole probe core. I have the Octo 2 now. That would be a dramatic improvement. But I kind of want to do a whole new lander. I don't see, you know, new technology. I got the, you know, the MEM now. Maybe build a Kerbal-y, like an enclosed Kerbal-y rover, if you know what I mean. I'm thinking about this contract in particular because we're going to land at 3 waypoints that are all close to each other. I don't think I'll have the fuel to hop from one to the other. Why am I not seeing? I have it selected. Oh, this is on Minmus. I'm on the wrong one. This guy. There we go. Now I got some telemetry. And a waypoint here to aim for. Sun's coming up. I also have to build some sort of a thing to be able to pull. I got a contract to pull some debris off the surface too. So that's a thing. How close are we? Not that close yet. Nope. Oh, we're coming over the pole. That's why I'm getting this stuff. Oh, but this is so sluggish. I do not like it. You see, I need to come a little more. Yeah. Oh, it's right on the edge of a crater, too. I'm just noticing that. That's not nice. Okay, full throttle, full throttle. We got some speed to shed here. God, they put this right on the edge of a crater. That's just mean. I think I'm gonna overshoot it. I sure am. Boy, what's the... Ah! Ah! I did not have... I was wondering. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think I still got those little red triangles still on. So we're missing that waypoint. Is there another one I can hear? Just a sec. Another one that's better? Don't see one. Which one's closest? Oh, they're all far apart. Yeah, poop. Oh my god, this thing does not want to steer. It's terrible. Oh, I really, really hate this lander. This might not have been a good idea. I can see I still have all those little red triangles going. I was thinking I might push back to that waypoint over there, but now that I'm looking, I think I'm best off just maybe going straight down and landing. Not fussing about too much. We got 500 meters. What are we over? Midlands? I'm sure I've landed in the Midlands before. So this might have been just a colossal waste of time. But oh well. There's Kerbal Engineer saying, this is right where you're going to land. Yep, thank you. Alright, we're down. Well, I can do a seismic scan. Might as well transmit that back home just to satisfy this one contract. And, oh, I've never done a surface sample from here? Oh, okay. I guess that's something. But you know, I'm looking at the time of the stream, and I'm thinking this might just be, there's that contract. This might not be a bad time for me to call this. I gotta get, I missed it by like 5.5 kilometers. Let's get rid of this. But I'm thinking I might just call this at this point. No stream tomorrow. I'm not doing the altars tomorrow. I'm going to be away. I'm going to be away next week, but I'm hoping to stream the week after that. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody that's in the chat. I want to thank everybody who's watching this at a later date. An extra special thank you to my Patreon patrons and YouTube members. Have yourself a fantastic couple of weeks, and we'll see you all soon. Bye, everybody.